we're going to learn about a French clothing company, Lacoste. Most of us have already heard about this company. Let us know this company in a much better way. Lacoste is a French clothing company founded in 1933 that sells high-end clothing, footwear, perfume, leather goods, watches, eyewear and most famously polo shirts. In recent years, Lacoste has introduced a home line of sheetings and towels. The company can be recognized by its green crocodile logo. René Lacoste, the company's founder, was nicknamed the Crocodile by fans because of his tenacity on the tennis court. In November 2012, Lacoste was bought by Swiss family-held group Maus Ferrez. René Lacoste founded La Chemise Lacoste in 1933 with André Griller, the owner and president of the largest French knitwear manufacturing firm at the time. They began to produce a revolutionary tennis shirt Lacoste had designed and worn on the tennis courts with the crocodile logo embroidered on the chest. Although the company claims this as the first example of a brand name appearing on the outside of an article of clothing, the Johnston Girl logo appeared on the outside of Johnston Knitting Mills swimsuits as early as 1921. In addition to tennis shirts, Lacoste produced shirts for golf and sailing. In 1951, the company began to expand as it branched from tennis white and introduced color shirts. In 1952, the shirts were exported to the United States and advertised as a status symbol of the competent sportsman, influencing the clothing choices of the upper class. Lacoste was sold at Brooks Brothers until the late 1960s. It is still one of the most popular brands in the United States, sporting the preppy wardrobe. In 1963, Bernard Lacoste took over the management of the company from his father René. Significant company growth was seen under Bernard's management. When he became president, around 300,000 Lacoste products were sold annually. The Lacoste brand reached its height of popularity in the US during the late 1970s and became the signature 1980s preppy wardrobe item, even getting mentioned in Lisa Birnbach's official preppy handbook of 1980. The company also began to introduce other products into their line, including shorts, perfume, optical and sunglasses, tennis shoes, deck shoes, walking shoes, watches, and various leather goods. In the United States, in the 1970s and 1980s, Izod and Lacoste were often used interchangeably because starting in the 1950s, Izod produced clothing known as Izod Lacoste under license for sale in the US. This partnership ended in 1993 when Lacoste regained exclusive US rights to distribute shirts under its own brand. In 1977, Le Tigre Clothing was founded in an attempt to directly compete with Lacoste in the US market, selling a similar array of clothing but featuring a tiger in place of the signature Lacoste crocodile. More recently, Lacoste's popularity has surged due to French designer Christopher Lemaire's work to create a more modern, upscale look. In 2005, almost 50 million Lacoste products sold in over 110 countries. Its visibility has increased due to the contrast between Lacoste and several young tennis players, including American tennis stars Andy Roddick and John Isner, French veteran Ricard Gasquet, and Swiss Olympic gold medalist Stanislas Wawrinka. Lacoste has also begun to increase its presence in the golf world, where noted two-times Masters tournament champion Jose Maria Olazabal and Scottish golfer Colin Montgomerie have been seen sporting Lacoste shirts in tournaments. Bernard Lacoste became seriously ill in early 2005, which led him to transfer the presidency of Lacoste to his younger brother and closest collaborator for many years, Michel Lacoste. Bernard died in Paris on March 21, 2006. Lacoste licenses its trademark to various companies. Until recently, Devanlay owned the exclusive worldwide clothing license, though today Lacoste polo shirts are also manufactured under license in Thailand by ICC and also in China. Pentland Group has the exclusive worldwide license to produce Lacoste footwear. Procter & Gamble owns the exclusive worldwide license to produce fragrance, and Similac holds the license to produce Lacoste bags and small leather goods. In June 2007, Lacoste introduced their very first e-commerce site for the US market. In September 2010, Christophe Lemaire stepped down and Philippe Oliveira Baptista succeeded him as the creative manager of Lacoste. Hayden Christensen is the face of the Challenge fragrance for men. In the early 50s, Bernard Lacoste teamed up with David Crystal, who at the time owned Izod, to produce Izod Lacoste clothing. In the 1970s and 1980s, it was extremely popular with teenagers who called the shirts simply Izod. While the union was both profitable and popular, Izod Lacoste's parent company, Crystal Brands Incorporation, was saddled with debt from other business ventures. When attempts to separate Izod and Lacoste to create revenue did not alleviate the debt, Crystal sold his half of Lacoste back to the French and Izod was sold to Van Heusen. However, starting in 2000 with the hiring of a new fashion designer, Christophe Lemaire, Lacoste began to take over control of its brand name and logo, reining in their branding arrangements. Currently, Lacoste has once again returned to the elite status it held before a brand management crisis circa 1990. Lacoste was involved in a long-standing dispute over its logo with Hong Kong-based sportswear company Crocodile Garments. At the time, Lacoste used a crocodile logo that faced right registered in France in 1933, while Crocodile used one that faced left registered in various Asian countries in the 1940s and 1950s. Lacoste tried to block an application from Crocodile to register its logo in China during the 1990s, the dispute ending in a settlement. As part of the agreement, Crocodile agreed to change its logo, which now sports scalier skin, bigger eyes and a tail that rises vertically. René's Lacoste Foundation is a community program developed to help children be able to play sports in school. Lacoste operates a large number of Lacoste boutiques worldwide, located as concessions in leading department stores and also in independent venue stores. In the United Kingdom, Lacoste is available from many leading high-end shops, including KG Beckett and John Lewis Partnership. Likewise, in the United States, the Lacoste brand can be found in stores such as Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom, Lord & Taylor, Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, Macy's, Belk, Halls and other independent retailers. In Canada, Lacoste is sold at Harry Rosen, Hudson's Bay retailer, its own boutiques and other independent retailers. In Australia, it is sold at David Jones and March 2007. Lacoste's online presence allows Americans to purchase clothing and have items shipped directly to their doors. The online store offers sizes and options not found in brick and mortar stores, along with large sales section. However, the company encourages shoppers to visit store locations through their no shipping charge on merchandise bought. Lacoste had a long-standing dispute over the logo and clothing lines with Crocodile. Crocodile uses a crocodile logo that faces left, while Lacoste uses one that faces right. The two fought for the logo rights in China, but eventually reached a compromise with Crocodile agreeing to change its logo to have a more vertical tail and more scales for its logo. Lacoste is accused of working with suppliers in China who, according to the findings of the report, contribute to the population of the Yangtze and Pearl rivers. Samples taken from one facility belonging to the Yonggor Group located on the Yangtze River Delta and another belonging to the Well Dyeing Factory Limited located on a tributary of the Pearl River Delta revealed the presence of hazardous and persistent hormone disruptor chemicals including alkyl phenols, perfluorinated compounds and perfluorooctane sulfonate. In December 2011, Lacoste was accused of censoring the word of Palestinian artist Larissa Sansour. Sansour had initially been included on a shortlist of 8 nominees for the prestigious Lacoste Elysée Prize, a competition which had been organized by the Musée de l'Elysée in Lausanne, Switzerland, with Lacoste sponsorship. Sansour's entry into the competition was entitled Nation Estate, which involved a series of dystopic sci-fi images based on Palestine's admission to UNESCO. In this work, Sansour imagines the state contained within a single skyscraper, with each floor representing a replica of lost cities, including Jerusalem, Ramallah, and Sansour's own hometown of Bethlehem. A month before the selection jury was to meet to choose the winner, however, the Musée de l'Elysée informed Sansour that Lacoste had changed its mind about including her work in the competition and asked the museum to remove her as a nominee, citing her work to be too pro-Palestinian. Sansour soon went public with the story, and within 48 hours the Musée de l'Elysée came out in her support, announcing in a press release that it had decided to suspend its relationship with Lacoste as a sponsor of this prize due to its insistence to exclude Sansour from the competition. The museum emphasized that its decision to end the competition was in line with the organization's 25 years of commitment to artistic freedom. Lacoste's attempt to censor Sanso's work led to widespread international negative media reports on the company's actions and renewed discussions on the roles of private sector companies in art sponsorships. So we got to know about the various aspects of Lacoste. We went through the company's history to its present-day scenario. Hope the information was useful and have a good day.